This is yet another vlog, and this is a vlog about working in a call center. The dreaded subject and probably one of the worst places to work if you, like me, have mental health issues. Um, so, I'll be um, talking about my experience of working in a relatively busy call center. So, I started working in a call center without naming the actual call center. Um, so I officially started working on the 1st of June, 2020. It started with remote training, so we received our laptops because initially, because of the pandemic, because of COVID, we had to work remotely, right? So I received my laptop, and then I had to do training, which was just going over procedures, stuff like that. Fairly normal stuff. Fairly normal company training. The trainer was actually really nice. Um, he seemed almost too nice in a sense. He seemed very giddy and very um, understanding and very nice. Um, whereas the rest of the company afterwards wasn't like that. Okay. So the training was 2 weeks. It was really nice. Um, then I started working for the actual company remotely. So what we did training where we observed another person taking calls, and then we had to, well, we didn't, but we could ask questions, etc. Um, so that was something. And initially you'd think, okay, well, this isn't too bad. Everyone seems really nice and likable, and really helpful. And then we got into the actual thing, and holy shit, I did not expect I did not expect it to be like that. Oh my god. It was bad. So most of the days would be really busy. You would come in um into the office, um and it would just be really bad. You would just sit down. It would be call after call after call after call. Um, so there's so many expectations of you. You would be asked to follow so many procedures and do things in so many different ways. You would have to keep the call under a certain amount of time. You would have to, you know, validate the user using a set of rules. Um, some people would be not nice to you, and I've seen people having mental breakdowns because of a user saying something to them, um, and I've seen people just straight up not having a good time at work, and I've seen you know just people leaving work early that day because they were just having a fucking mental breakdown. And honestly, it wasn't great. So you'd get penalized if your call overran. um so let's say you're nearing a break, or you're nearing your lunch, and then you get a call a couple of seconds before, and then your call overruns, so it runs into your break or your lunch. So because obviously, because it's not your fault, you still get your full time. You still get 15 minutes or whatever, um, to do your to have your lunch, to have your break. Even if it runs into your call time. Oh, sorry for that. So that's fine. However, because you overran, it it negatively affects what's called adherence. Um, so that's basically how well you adhere to your schedule. So if your call overran, that drops it. Let's say you were late from your break, um, that would negatively affect it. Sorry, that was a long pause. I think anything up to 30 seconds is fine, but anything over 30 seconds counts as lateness, or rather as sort of proper lateness, and that goes against you, against your adherence, against everything. And if you're consistently late, managers will come up to you and be like, why are you late? Why are you late? Um, which obviously, isn't ideal, because this sort of micromanagement, like you're in school, isn't ideal. It doesn't work for anyone. It doesn't work in a professional environment where you're expected to, you know, be professional, and where you're in essence selling your time to them. Um, you know, it's shit. Don't work in a call center. Um, and yeah, so let's say towards the end of the day, right? Um, let's say you had a call, and then you have about half a second left, and then half a second, sorry, about half a minute left of your shift, and you want to log out. If you log out 30 seconds before your shift officially ends, your managers are going to run up to you and complain. Same if you log in about 30 seconds late. You're going to have to explain yourself to your managers. So in the morning, I mean, if you're going to log in 30 seconds late, you're going to have to explain yourself. Um, and then let's say you get a call a couple of seconds before your shift ends. Guess what? You have to carry on that fucking call. No matter how long it takes, you're expected to actually, you're expected to carry on that call. However, the thing is, you cannot get that time back unless it was 15 minutes or longer. So it goes in 15-minute increments. So let's say it was 14 and a half minutes. You don't get that time back. So it's called time in lieu, which means that you can take that time off your shift later. So if it was 15 minutes and longer, you don't get that. You get that time back. But if it was 15 minutes, if it was less than 15 minutes, you don't. So let's say your call took 29 minutes because it was a really long call or whatever, right? You only get 15 minutes off that back. You don't get the full fucking half an hour. They always round it down. They don't round it up. They never do. Um, and yeah, so it's ridiculous, but there you go. What else? So let's say you wanted to go to the toilet. Um, and if you, let's say, go to the toilet outside of your scheduled break times or your scheduled lunch, too many times, or let's say you go once a day outside of your scheduled times for a week. So 5 times a week. So once a day for five times a week, right? Um, you better have a fucking good explanation, because they will ask why you've been going to the toilet for so long. Um, because they can see you have this system where you log in, and then you have to select what code you're in, so what state you're in, so whether you're taking calls, you're making a call to people, or you're on lunch, you're on break, you're going to the toilet, etc., etc. You know, it makes sense for the company wanting to monitor you, but that is really micromanaged, and I don't like it. It feels like you're in school again. It's like it's like your, you know, it's like your day is so micromanaged that you're basically not human anymore. You're just a robot there to perform and do work for them. I mean, in the end, you are selling your time to them. Um, so yeah, um, it's not great. You basically can't go to the toilet because they'll be like, "Yeah, why are you going to the toilet so often?" I had a chat with one of my managers actually, who told me to drink less water once. If I had a conversation saying, I don't remember what exactly it was. It was something along the lines of, I have this massive bottle of water, and I think I asked, if I drank that, and if I went to the toilet once a day outside of my scheduled times, so once a day for a week, so once a day every day, would that be acceptable? And I think he said that it wouldn't. It wasn't like that. No, he didn't say no, it wouldn't. But it was more of a gentler answer. Um, and yeah, so um, basically, you're not allowed to go to the toilet. You're told to go to the toilet less often or drink less. Like, you're supposed to be fucking dehydrated at work. Um, it's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It's like, what? Don't work in a fucking call center, guys. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. um, and yeah, it was a bad experience. The job prospects there, not job prospects, sorry, career progression prospects there are not great. You can progress off the phones and go on to do something else, but you're supposed to do, I think, 6 months, no, supposed to do a year on the phones or something like that, until you can even apply for a different position within the company. Um, that doesn't involve being on the phones the whole day. Um, it's ridiculous, honestly, how micromanaged and how you're treated. You're just there like just another cog in a massive machine, right? Um, you know, you're considered to be expandable. If you leave, they'll get someone else. Oh, they'll definitely get someone else. Um, you know, and they'll look for any sort of excuse to keep you on your probation period for as long as they can, because that means they can just let you go, without any reason or without any notice. They can just go. They can just say like, yeah, just go. We don't need you anymore. Give us your lanyard and just leave. Yeah, it's shit. It's not ideal, guys. It really isn't. But that was my experience working in a call center. I hated it. Would I ever do it again? Fuck no. No. God no, never. Don't do it. Don't work in a call center. And if you know where I worked, I can tell you that I worked in South Wales. If you know where I worked, good. Great. Don't work there. Don't. It's awful. Just don't. Alright. Good. Well, on that note, hopefully that summarized my frustration of working a fucking call center. And yeah, so hopefully you won't make a stupid decision like I did and won't work in a call center. Alright? Cheers. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.